Hi everyone, I am back a few days late than when I'm supposed to be for our next video. I've been working so much lately, so hard. For those of you who know, I'm a Medicaid social worker, so it's been very, very busy. But I am now on vacation for 10 glorious days for the holidays. So in this video, we have a literal ton of items from Sweetie Nail Supply, Zillabeau, and It's Amazing Nails, which It's Amazing Nails is actually located in the US. So that's great for us who are under tariffs right now. I do have some really, really pretty gel polishes and other items to show you guys, a couple collections. I took advantage of the Black Friday sales on all the sites, so a lot of this is from Black Friday. So grab a cup of coffee or a glass of wine or a cookie or a cupcake because this is going to be a long one. So buckle up, buttercups, because yeah, this might be a little bit long. Okay, so let's jump into kind of like non-gel polish things first. So I bought this. It's a film. It's a film like when I get those sets where they have the little rolls of film. This is the same idea, except this is more high-end. This is from the brand Ungu, and they had a couple of these hologram films. So you can see, I'll take it out of the packaging, but this is their Ururu 2.0 hologram film. I think I saw, look how pretty the packaging is, but I saw Devil Wears Press-Ons show this in one of her videos, and then I really wanted it because it looked really pretty, and I didn't have anything like it. So, of course, I had to buy it. It wasn't too expensive either. You know, no, I'm lying. It was. I think it was like, actually, it was expensive. I think it was like 15 bucks or something, maybe 10. I'll have everything linked below, as always. But see, it's just a few films. Oh, I didn't even know this. How many films do you get in here? Oh, you get like 3. And they're super thin. Are they all the same? I know it's hard to tell with the rainbow background. They look like they're all the same. So let's just grab one because I don't want to ruin them with my lotion on my hands. But so these, you just take a sticky base coat and cut out the amount you want. It's going to be hard with these nails. Look at my Christmas nails, guys. This is my favorite nail. Stay tuned in the next video to see how I did this Christmas tree. I used some templates and then like loose glitter, and I sprinkled it all around. And then I added the little gems. It reminds me, like this design reminds me of those nail stickers I showed you guys in the last haul from Timoni. The ones with the little rhinestones that were so pretty. It kind of inspired me to try to make my own. Look how sparkly. And then I have like a little bow and a little candy cane. And then I did like 2 candy cane nails. But I think they came out so pretty, so festive. Okay, back to the film. So you need a sticky base for this. This company, what is this? Blank Blank, who does these Ururu sheets? I think it's Blank Blank. I'm looking at my notes. Ungu Nails does them. So they also have gel polishes to go with this, like a wrapping gel and a top coat that go with these, but you don't need that. You can use anybody's like foil, sticky gel. So see, it would just give you like this rainbow effect over any color that you painted your nails. And then once you get a sticky base coat, you just rub it in and rip it off. So I'm excited to try these. I haven't tried them yet. I think Devil Wears Press-Ons has an actual like video where she uses these. Now you don't get a ton, but you don't need a lot. I like that at least they gave you a couple pieces of this. Very hard to get back in the little envelope. We'll just stick it over here. I'll fix that later. And then from Blanc Blanc, I actually have a lot of things from Blanc Blanc in this video. I have a couple collections, but these are just little chains that they had that were just a few bucks. So I decided to grab these. I was looking for like accessories, and I thought these were pretty. They're just little chains. So this is the pink one, and then there's a blue one. I think they also had like a diamond one, but me, I always want the extra sparkly, colorful ones. How can I get it out of this bag? Okay, so see, it's just a little chain. I'm sure you guys have seen these before, like from Shein and AliExpress. But how pretty. So you could either use all of this, you know, to go like all the way around your nails, or you could just cut a little bit to kind of make it like that, like a cuticle guard. Or you could cut enough to make it like a line across your nails, like that. Or you could just cut off one or two and put it like how I did, just do them individually. But it's got AB gems and then the pretty pink ones. And you get about, you get like this much. That's about, I'd say, 6 inches. But it's very pretty, very sparkly. Isn't that pretty? So now let's look at the blue one. I don't want to ruin the packaging on these because I might keep them in these little bags. Okay, let's see. So here is the blue one. Look how pretty this one is. So this one's got the AB gemstones too, and then these pretty blue ones. And that's so pretty. Ooh, there's 2 different color blues. Looks like you kind of have like more of a turquoise blue and more of a lake blue. Okay, that's so cool. I didn't even notice that. Is the pink like that too? I would think the pink is too. Maybe this is a lighter pink right there. What do you guys think? I think it might be. I think that third color might be a different color pink. Well, that's cool. I didn't know that. All right, let's put those over there. Now, what do we want to do? Let's continue with the blank blank train. So, I got this little collection. It is, what is this called? The Blank Blank Mood Pairing Collection. Yeah. So it comes in this little box with this cute little bag. I asked my husband to get me something just like this for Christmas. It's another blank blank collection, so stay tuned for that one. So it comes in this cute little pink bag with the little pearl. It's nice and small. And then you get 4 gel polishes that come in these pretty boxes. You get a little card to put your little stones on. So there's 4. And then you also get a magnet. Now this magnet came out of this holder. I just popped it in there because I was looking at everything because I am very impatient and I wanted to see it. And I've already swatched these to show you guys. But it also came with these little stars. They're like teeny, teeny, weeny, tiny little stars. Can I open this? Oh, yeah. So, look. Like little iridescent stars. So, there's like little pink ones and silver and iridescent. And they're super duper tiny. Like, see how tiny they are? They've got to be like 1 millimeter. They're so tiny. So there's like the pink one, but it's kind of, they're all kind of see-through. Pretty, right? You can create a whole look. There goes my other light every time. Hopefully it's still bright enough for you guys to see. Let me try to move this light over a little bit. My backlight went out. Of course it did. Okay. Then it also came with a couple swatching stones, so you can put them on here. I didn't have time to do that, but I will. but I did swatch them. So these are really nice. These are the glass ones. And they're nice and thick. Look how thick these swatching stones are. They are going to look really cool. So then you can show off the polishes. So you just use a double-sided sticky, stick them on here, and you can show all the colors. So I love when these collections come with things like that, when they come with swatching stones and like a magnet. I appreciate that. And of course, I got this on sale from the Black Friday sale. Sweetie and It's Amazing Nails, and I don't know about Zillabeau, but I know the other two are having like an after Christmas sale. So there's going to be a Boxing Day sale. I think maybe 25% off on Sweetie, but It's Amazing Nails, which is located in New York, they're doing 30% off right now. They're doing it from now until I think January 1st or December 30th, something like that. So if you wanted to grab anything from It's Amazing Nails, they have a lot of cool brands. I'm not sponsored, guys. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I don't get any PR. I get nothing. I pay for everything. So I'm just letting you know that they do have like 30% off right now, like everything they have. So that's a pretty cool sale. So this also came with this magnet. The reason I didn't take the magnet out is because I can't. It's in there pretty damn good. So I can't get it out. I need my husband to help me pull this out. But anyway, so it is a pretty little magnet, and this is like a holder so that you can magnetize, because these are all magnetic gels. So let me try to speed up here because I am just yapping away. So swatch stones, glitter stars, magnet, and 4 colors. So let me show you these colors, and then you get the pretty bag that you can reuse. So we're going to pop that back there out of the way. All right, let's try to go in some kind of order with these. We got 14, 15, 16, 17. All right, let's take a look at these. And I have the swatches like that. Let me bring up this a little bit up. Look how pretty these bottles are. So they're kind of like glittery. And they kind of give you a little idea of what the color may be. How pretty though. Aren't these pretty? They kind of have like an ombre with the glitter. I think these are really, really pretty. So these are a glitter magnetic gel. They come in like gold, taupe, pink, and kind of like a more purpley pink. Look how pretty these are. Look how glittery and magnetic. You've got a gold. This is more like a purple. And then this one's a silver. If you guys can hear my husband coughing in the background, I swear, I don't mean to complain about him every time, but he's just so loud. Literally before I filmed here, I was like, what is the rule, Richard? And he was like, I shut up. I was like, exactly. You shut up when we're filming. And he still is loud. I don't know what I got to do with this guy. I love him. I love you, honey. Sorry. Okay. So this is the first color. Look how pretty this is. Look how sparkly. And these can be layered over each other to create a mood. They're called the Mood Pairing Collection. So you can layer them over this or other colors, like over a syrup gel. Would be really, really pretty. So let me show you. Look how reactive this is though. So you don't even have to magnetize them. They would just be like this pretty sparkly, reflective glitter gel. But if you did, look how reactive. Look how far away I am. And it's still reacting. So you just get this really pretty, kind of like a light gold magnetic line, but it still holds all the sparkle. Look how beautiful. Look how pretty that is. I'm so excited about these. They are so, so pretty. Okay. Now let's go to number 15. And this is our gold. So same really pretty bottle with the glitter and the ombre. My hands are a little lotioned up. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look how pretty. And this is like a nice kind of like toned down gold. It's not like too yellowy or too warm. So I really like this tone of gold. Where'd my magnet go? Look at that. There it goes again. So pretty. So just a nice, pretty staple gold with tons of glitter. And then you can magnetize it. I'm pretty sure this is a new release too, I think. And we got number 16. Oh God, I'm gonna knock all the crystals off my nails trying to open these boxes. And this is our more like purpley one. Oof. And these are all, I've kind of noticed, they're all like toned down. The colors aren't like super duper crazy. But look at all the glitter. And this is a really nice formula. I think I only had to use maybe 2 coats. But if you wanted it to be sheer, you can just use 1. But it still is like a nice kind of thick formula. See how it's just sitting there? It's not like moving around too much, not glopping all around. So it's really nice to work with. So yeah, it's kind of like a purpley, silvery taupe. So pretty. Okay, one more. There's so much I have to show you guys. Last one in this collection. And this is our kind of silvery one. Look how pretty this bottle is. And I don't really have, I think, any golds or silver in these tones. So I'm excited about that I didn't go dupe myself. But this is kind of like a silvery gold. But once again, very muted, very neutral. It's a nice like tone. I think it'll work on a lot of skin tones. Once again, you have that really pretty magnet. So you get a little bit of a darker kind of silver when you magnetize it. But very pretty. It's got the same flakies and sparkles as the other colors. Okay. So let me show you the swatches again. So here is color 1. Should show it to you this way. Color number 1. They all kind of look a little similar to me. I don't know if they sell these as singles. I don't think so. Maybe at least not on Sweetie. But there are some sites sometimes that break things up. Yeah, so you got like your pink, this nice kind of dulled out gray or gold, our purpley silvery color, and then this is more of the silver. But they're really neutral. That's the only way I can say it. They're very neutral. Not too crazy on the color. But look how pretty. Aren't they gorgeous? Okay, let's move on because we have a lot of things to show you guys. What do I want to show you now? Shall we do another collection? I have like a couple collections. You know what I'll show you now? I'm going to show you the nail doys. So I grabbed this collection of doy gels. You can buy these singlies if you just liked one color, but I decided to buy all of them. These are the Doy Snow Glitter collection, and there was a couple different colors. Look how pretty the bottles are in these. So I decided to buy all of them because I really do love Doy. I love this company. I think it's by Nail Bio, by the way. And she's a creator herself. And I have a lot of their different top coats. I have the shine one. I have a gold one. I have like a little rainbow one. I have a lot of their top coats. Now these I thought were going to be top coats, but actually they are a little thicker than top coats. Now, could you still use them if you were like light on the hand? Yeah, you could still use these as a top coat. I think they'll pair best with like a similar base color. So for this is clearly a white. with white glitter. So maybe put this over like a white or a pearl color, something like that. But it could go over anything. But it will give you a little bit of a white tone to anything you put this over. But look how pretty. So these aren't magnetic gels. They're just really pretty, kind of sheer, sparkly gels. So see, if you like, I think like if you really wiped your brush off, you could get a little bit like that. So you could just get the glitter and kind of make it sheer. So I think you probably could use it as a top coat, but this is kind of like milky, as you can see. So sheer, but it definitely, see, will give you like a white base if you don't really, really, really go light on your brush. Like if you do that, really wipe it off, then you could use it as a top coat. I'll show you the swatches though. Let me show you all the colors. So this is number 2, but look how pretty these bottles are. Once again with the glitter bottles. Love it. So this is Snow number 2. So this is kind of a, maybe like a peach. I think it's meant to be like a little bit on the peachy side, or cream. But look how pretty the glitter's in. So, I mean, do you need all of them? Probably not. But they're pretty. But yeah, you probably don't need all of them. Look how pretty. So this is meant to be like, if you look up here, it's kind of meant to be like a more peachy color. There. That looks like the color. I call it peach. Peach or like a cream. But I do think it has a slight like peachy tone to it. Okay, let's check out number 3. We're getting now a little more colorful, but still nothing crazy. This is our more kind of like warm pink. And then we have like a purplier one. But see, even this, see? You can't really see a whole lot of difference with the color, can you? But they are different. That's what I'm saying. Like, after I bought these, I was like, oh, I probably really didn't need to get the whole collection, because they're just not different enough. I'll show you in the swatches, but they are really, really pretty. So I would put this maybe over like a nude or like a lighter, kind of warmer pink. And then this is the one, probably if I was going to buy these again, I would probably just grab this one, because I feel like this one gives us the most color payoff. So this one is like purpley. I think these would look pretty over this this collection, the pink one, like these. Like if I was going to layer them, it could be really pretty. And that's kind of what Nail Bio does. Look how pretty this pink is though. So they all have like the same glitter, kind of like a white, silvery glitter. But look how pretty that glitter is. But it is very sheer. So let me show you the swatches. I haven't seen anybody show these yet, these snow glitter collection. So where are the swatches? Let me see. I have so much to show you guys. These. So as you can see, they're not totally different, especially these 3. That's why I'm saying if I had this to do over, and now that I knew the colors, I'd probably just get the pink. So see, if you do build it up, so this is 2 coats, you don't, like, you could get full coverage. I think they'll be really pretty over something, like if you did a similar light tone pink and then put this over it. But these 3, so this is number 1, this is the white. And they're very pretty, but there's just not enough color difference. Maybe you can see here, especially with these 2. This one is just ever so slightly more peacher or cream. And then this one gives you a tiny bit of like a nude pink. And then this one's like the purpley one. But yeah, it's hard to show you the color difference. But yeah, I would not say you need all of them. Maybe based on your skin tone, if you would like a white, more of like a pearly cream, or more of like a tiny bit of pink, depending on your skin tone, maybe that would help you pick these, but they are really pretty and I will use them. But yeah, hindsight's 2020. I probably would not have bought all of them just because they just don't have enough color difference for me. But they're pretty, so we still like them. All right, now I'm going to show you guys another collection. So these I got at It's Amazing Nails, I think. This is the Blanc de Bleu, which this is a brand I haven't tried much, but oh my God, do I love this brand. I have a couple other things to show you from them, but they make some beautiful toned gel polishes. Like they have a bunch of different collections where they just do like regular gel polishes, but the tones they choose are colors that I've never seen before, and like perfect. Like they have the most perfect purples, perfect pinks. Love them. So this is a potted gel collection, and there are 6 colors, and they are sparkly, of course, colors. Let me find my swatchy for these. This. Now, I was a little surprised by these. They were not the texture that I was expecting. I kind of thought they might be a little more, I don't know. I have some examples over here. Let me just show you them first. So I was just a little surprised by the texture. But there are a few, like this one, like, hello. Look at how gorgeous this color is. Like these ones, there's a couple of these super foily, sparkly ones. These I really, really, really love. Look how beautiful. Let me swatch it. We have a couple swatches to play with. I'm just going to grab a plain one and an application brush. And I have a little bit of acetone here. And let me get a cotton ball. I just want to show you guys some of this stuff live. Alrighty. So, I know acetone is not good for your brushes. I know. Alright. So I just want to show you guys kind of the texture. Now this looks very sparkly, but it kind of, when you put it out, when you brush it on, it is a little more foiled, I would say. It does still hold the sparkle, as you can see. But once you top coat it and everything, I think it's more like a foil. Now you can use these. You can see how just like one coat, look at that. So it does start off sheer, but you can use these for art gels. You know, like if you were making, let's say like an ornament and you just wanted to concentrate like a circle blob, you can definitely do that. Or you can use them for full coverage. Now they do get sheared out the more you go with them. So you got to be a little careful with your brush strokes to kind of spread the glitter out, but look how pretty. See, now there are some holes though. It can be a little patchy. That's why I said you kind of got to be careful with your brush strokes. Maybe like I dab at the end and then very like gently bring it down. You might need 2 coats if you're trying to work it on a full nail. But I would say 2 coats. But yeah, I like to like push it down to the end and just very gently bring it down. Like that. Let me cure this. Okay, but let me show you. So when I was all done with top coating and everything, this is that color. See how sparkly it is in here? But it did end up to be a little more foiled when you actually do the 2 coats. So really pretty though, still very pretty. But see, as you look at the other colors, like some of the texture in these got a little difficult. So I do think some of these might do better as like as like art gels, just to put a little sparkle on something, add a little effect. I think they might be good for like effect gels, but they are absolutely stunning. Look at that. So what kind of number? I'm just going to go the way that I have them. This is probably not the way they came. There's another super glittery one. Let's stir this in. I wipe my brush off. So you definitely got to stir it up. See, once you kind of mix it in, some of that glitter goes away. But see how I'm saying, like, I think it would be good for like an effect gel. It's very pretty. It's very, very pretty. But when you actually like lay it all the way out, I'll show you again. Just some of the texture. It can give you like little lumpy bumpies, let's say. But if you're very careful with your brush strokes, you know, you can get full coverage. That obviously is not full coverage. You're gonna need a few coats if you want it to actually like fully cover your nail. But they kind of use them as like in the middle of the nail, they would do like a little swoopy swoop and then like put a design over it. So on the website, they more use these to like make snowflakes and different little like artistic designs. But they are really, really pretty. And when I first saw them, like all the glitter in these, like I was dying. I was like, oh my God, they're so beautiful. And they are. I've just realized that I think they might be better as like an effect gel instead of maybe a full coverage. But they are really pretty. So let me keep showing you the rest of the colors. And really nice packaging, right? Look at this one. So this is another one like the first one. The really foily, sparkly glitters. Like how beautiful is this color? So this one is this one. So see, like these two are different. The two like foily ones, the super hyper glitter ones are different. You could still get it to hold some of this glitter, but when you do spread it out, and especially do 2 coats, it becomes more foiled. And then the other colors are a little like different. This one, this one, this one, and the blue. They're a little, they kind of remind me of the Cool Rose collection, which is something I bought, I think, from Sweet Candy. So like this one, they a little bit remind me of these. This one has a little more of a stiffer texture. And this one actually leaves like peaks and valleys. But these kind of remind me of these, some of them, some of the colors. And then I also pulled the Sousa 5 collection to show you guys these. These are totally different. These are more of like a softer kind of color. It just gives you a little iridescent. So if you have these 5s, these aren't the same. I would say they're the most similar to the Cool Rose from Sweet Candy. And then I also pulled to show you guys the Favori Satin Made collection, because some of the golds are similar, but this is still different texture, and this is a satin formula. So just to show you guys some similar collections in case you were curious. Okay, let's go to this one. Look at this one. So this one is kind of like a white silver, but you see even in here, you definitely can get some texture from these. You see that? So they are like kind of hard to use if you were going to try to do full coverage. They do move, so they're not like super stiff, but you have time to work with them. See, like they're not going to spill out, but they do move. It does move around. But look how pretty. Look at that glitter in there. Like, I'm still happy that I have these because they're so pretty. But if you really like nuance kind of looks or texture or a little bit of like a swoop in the background to do a design over, like a flower or a snowflake, these would be good for that. Look how pretty. Ooh, look at this one. How pretty. Let me stir this one up, because you got to see this one, right? So do stir them up. You do definitely need to stir them because the glitter sets towards the bottom if you don't. But let me try it. Let me show you what it would do like as a swoop. Let me grab one of my white swatch sticks here. So this does have one layer of white gel polish, and then there's actually like a non-white top coat. So you might, if you were going to do this, might want like a matte top coat, but just to show you. So see if you just wanted like a little design to maybe then make a flower over, you could do that. Or if maybe you were making like an ornament, I keep going back to ornaments at Christmas, and you just wanted like a little blob in the middle to like you stamped an ornament, you just want to fill it in. You could, of course, just smooth it out. So show you over like a white base. If you wanted to try to use this, there's gonna be some patches, but if you are good with your brush strokes, you could definitely make it work. But you could also create some texture too if you wanted to, like that. Like if you were using this as marble, ooh, this would be pretty as marbling. Like if you were doing a marble nail and you just wanted like a little bit of glitter lines, this would be really pretty for that. You could also really sheer it out here if you just wanted it almost like a little bit of a top coat. I think it could be okay for that too. See? Just have to pick the right color. I wouldn't use a white, maybe like a something more similar to the color. But they are very sparkly. It's freaking out my camera, it's so sparkly. I don't know. So yeah, as I keep showing you guys, there is like patches in there. So I do think like I said, art gels. These are good for art gels. Nuance to use as like little glitter liner would probably be really good. But look just how beautiful the glitter is. And you could definitely get some texture from these. Like you can see that in the cap if you wanted to. Okay, now let me show you the blue, which is one of my favorites. Look at that. See, you can see those kind of like stiff peaks that were in the Cool Roro. Did I grab the blue Cool Roro? This is the Cool Roro. This is Dazzling. So clearly you get a ton more glitter with this one. But they do both have those like stiff peaks and valleys in there. See a little bit of those bubbles in there that these one kind of have. But this one is a little more texturized. Which cap is which? This is Cool Roller. Okay, let me stir this one up too. Just to show you guys the color. The true color, shall we say. So see, once you stir it up, some of that glitter will fade. See? Some of the glitter does fade, and it becomes a little more pearly. See that? So it will become more of like a pearl. So it just all depends on your brush strokes, and what you're using these gels for. But, I mean, dang, it's pretty. So just to show you guys the swatches again. This did come with a swatch card too. I just didn't use it. Down here. I can get it out. So it did come with like a nice thicker swatch card. So you could put little swatches on here. I just haven't yet. Okay, so to show you guys the swatches, so we have this color, which is more of like the rosy gold. So this and this are very similar. These are those hyper foily sparkly ones. And then the other four are the more textured. So here's the gold. Out of all of them, this color is probably my least favorite just because it's a gold I wouldn't use too much. It's very yellow gold. So probably something I wouldn't use much. And then here's the white. See what I'm saying though? Once you actually like put it all the way out, it kind of becomes more like pearly. And you lose some of that beautiful glitter that I would have preferred to see, like the glitter. And then here's the pink. Like you still can see some of the glitter, but it definitely, the texture has changed when you do put it all the way out. And as you can see here, there are some textures, some little lumpy bumpies. Like you can't feel it once you top coat it if you use a good top coat. But so if you're looking to create that texture, these are great. You might absolutely love these. I've just got to kind of figure out a way to use them. Okay, so that was the Blank de Blue Dazzling collection. Get them back in the box. And then they'll go with all my other potted gels. Okay, let's stick this over here. All right, now, to stick on the potted gels, I have just a few more to show you guys. Whoops. These are, there was an entire collection of these, very similar to the La Favori Satin Mode. So this is their collection of the sparkling magnet gels. So I just grabbed two. They had a couple more colors, but I do like that I could buy these individually. They did come with a nice little cap. I should be wearing gloves. Sorry for anybody that this bothers. Oh, I really don't want to put my fingers in there. I don't want to get gel on my hands, but I have a towel over there. Let me go wipe my hands. Safety first. Wipe my hands off. I'm very, very sorry. I know I shouldn't be touching gel. But look how pretty. So these are a magnetic gel. Where is my magnet? Can you see what it's doing there? Not really. I think it's kind of hard to see. Let's try in the cap. There we go. See? Ah, there we go. Now we're getting it somewhere. See how pretty? Look at that. So these are, I saw these on Get Pressed. She had showed all of the collection. And so I grabbed two once I saw her video. These are so pretty. Let me get another brush here to kind of show you the texture on these. So these are definitely a gel polish. Look how pretty. So a nice, smooth, beautiful formula. So let's do a little live swatchy here. These are so pretty. So you'll get sheer on the first round. So these would be really good to like pile on top of a syrup gel. That would be really pretty because then it would keep that whole kind of sheer look. Kind of hard to see what I'm doing. I'm standing up. Might have put too much on. See? So it definitely has that pretty magnet. So these would be pretty for like ocean nails. Oh, I just thought this is a magnetic base. What a dope. That's why it's not working very well. It's already being pulled by the magnet on here. What a dummy. But you still can't see it, see? It's still doing something. But yeah, the magnet on when you're swatching, don't use a magnet base like I'm doing because it'll mess with your effects. But look how pretty. So it still definitely keeps that sparkle. How pretty are these? Really, really pretty. I love this. So this would be really pretty for ocean or snowflake nails. Isn't that pretty? I have them fully swatched. Let's pop that in there. So let me show you the pink one. I just grabbed the blue and the pink. I'm gonna have to clean these off. I'm making a mess. Look at that pink one. Look at that. So this is like a really pretty kind of rosy baby pink. How pretty. Let's do the thing again here. See, look at that. So kind of like a really pretty like rosy baby pink. And then you get like that really pretty like pinky silver line. Isn't that beautiful? So like I said, I just grabbed two of them. I just wanted to show you, but look at all the depth of that glitter and sparkle in there. And you don't have to magnetize them. You can leave them just as is. Where are these? I don't think they're on that one. I'll find the swatch. I think they're over here. All right, so these are these two. So here's the blue. Let me show you guys this way. Look how pretty. Look how beautiful. And then here's the pink. So see, that would be really pretty. Just a beautiful, soft baby pink or this soft blue. Very, very pretty. I love these. Okay, so if you want to grab these will be linked below. You can grab them as the whole collection or do what I do. Just grab a couple. I have a lot of gel polishes, so I don't need a ton more. I really don't. Just wash these brushes off. And I will use, once I put them away, I'll put a little bit of base coat on the brushes. Make sure they're really clean. Use a brush cleaner. And then put a little bit of base coat to keep the brushes, like, moisturized. All right, now I'm going to show you guys some more Bon Noirs. So I've showed you guys in another video a couple gel polishes from the Bon Noir Blooming collection, I believe. Let me see my list. Yes, Bon Noir Blooming. So I think I got like 2 or 3 of the colors already, so I went and bought more. So I bought colors 1, 6, and 8 now. So I think I almost have the whole collection. I think I just don't have maybe the green and maybe one other color. So look how pretty these bottles are. They have glitter, a little bow. They're so cute. Look like little bells. So of course I had to grab more. So the last set I did, the last holiday nails that I did had a white base. This was it. This was part of it. I used another color, which I'll show you in a minute. But I put this over the other white color to get like a sparkly effect. So this isn't quite white. It's more like a silvery white. It's not like a super stark white, but there is a little bit of a white base and it has a ton of white glitter in it. Super sheer. You can probably shear these out as top coats. But I like to use them over like a white and then magnetize them. And it gives you like a really pretty effect. Like, look at that. Look how reactive. So if you didn't magnetize them, you would just have this nice, pretty rainbow sparkle. And then if you do, it'll bring like this pretty white flash line, which I've lost it a little bit. It's kind of went away. There we go. A little hard to tell. There's that kind of silvery white flash. You can look more down at the base. Look how pretty. So I was on the hunt for like white magnetic gels. And this was as close as I could get to like a white sparkly magnetic gel. And then I did grab more of like a pearly one, which I'll show you in a minute. Now let's look at the pinky one. They had a couple pinks actually, and I probably have all of them. Because I love me a good pink. Look at how pretty. So much sparkle in these. Like, I'm not even kidding. These are one of my favorite collections of all time. I love these. Look how pretty. Look at that pretty, like, pinky, purpley flash. I just love it. These are so gorgeous. These are so pretty. And they really do show you, they really do have color. I'll show you in the swatches. It's light. It's a light wash of color. And here's Mr. Purple. Mr. Purple doesn't want to open. Good Lord. Okay. Oof. Ooh, that's so pretty. Look at that. Oh my goodness. So this one gives you more of that purple flash. Like, good. Good golly, this is pretty. Look at that. Look how beautiful. Like, I'm looking at the base. Like, are you kidding? This company does glitter good. Okay, swatchies. Where are they? Which one? I knocked this over. Oh, let me pop this in the light with everybody else. Okay, it's not on this one. It's on this one. Okay, so here's the white. So like I said, it's not a stark white. It's more like a silvery white, but it'll do, you know, over a white. It'll definitely give that nice white magnetic line, which is what I wanted and will want when I do snowflake nails. Here is the pinky one. I just love how that color line almost like kind of looks pink too. Like, isn't that stunning? But see, you do get a little bit of that pink wash of color. And then here's the purple. These are very soft, very like romantic, like very light with the color, but they are absolutely beautiful with the sparkles and the magnetic lines. Like, I'm completely obsessed. All right, now let me show you that one I was talking about. This is from the Rosy Hip. I don't think I wrote this. Oh no, Quartz collection. So I bought a few of them. It was a pretty big collection. I think it had like 12 or 15 polishes in it. And I've showed you guys a couple already. But I bought the white because, like I said, I was on a hunt for a white magnetic polish for those Christmas nails I did last time. So once again, not quite white. This is more like a silvery white. And this has more of like a pearl magnetic effect. This one's more subtle. See, nothing sparkly, nothing crazy flashy. It just gives you like a really nice like base to build off of. But not quite white. Not quite white. It's really hard to find like a pure white magnetic gel. I don't think I've ever found one. But it is like really pretty. And this one, I'll show you. So right next to the Bon Noir, this is the Rosy Hip. So see, it's almost white. It gives you the white vibe. So I put this over this. And it was really pretty. That's a pretty base color though. And I don't have anything like this. So I'm really happy with it. I think it turned out well. If you guys go back to my last video, you'll see my nails. All right, now what should I show you? Let me show you this. This is a new brand at Sweetie that people are freaking out over. It's called Neko Gel. And they came out with a couple collections actually, but this is from their ice cream collection. So they had like a ton of colors, a ton. So I picked this one, which was like a very light purple with like little rainbow dots. Look at how cute the bottles are. But they had a ton of colors, like a ton. I just grabbed one. Now this, I like. It's very, very, very pretty. But I was just expecting a little more. So this is like a light purple. As you can see, it's very light, very jelly. But I can't see the glitters. Like the little rainbow glitters. Do you guys see them? I don't. And they looked more apparent in like the swatch. But look, like I can't see the little rainbow glitters. I've held the bottle upside down because I thought maybe they sunk like to the bottom. And they are in there. They are in there, but they are so light. It's really hard to tell, and that's disappointing because the whole point of this is that it looks like ice cream. And at least with this color, I've seen other colors that look a little like more apparent where the glitters, but I cannot see the glitters in here. I can see like a blue one up at the end there. There's a pink. See that little spot of pink? And there's a little white right there. But it is so hard to see the glitters. And that disappointed me. I wanted it to look like ice cream. The whole reason I bought this was for the glitter. And even in the swatch right here, I found it very difficult to see any of the glitters. Like there, if you really look, you can see them. You can see them now. But I just wanted it to be more obvious. Like I want it to look like ice cream. And it's just so hard. Like if you just saw my nails, you wouldn't even know there was glitter on them. You would have no clue. So I am kind of disappointed in this color. As pretty as the base is, it is like a very soft purple, which is very pretty. But I'm disappointed that the glitters, at least in this color, aren't more obvious. So not super fan of these. I mean, it's a beautiful formula. It's nice and jelly. It's a very soft purple, which is really pretty. I just really wanted to see the glitter more. That's my only gripe with this. But there are other colors I've seen. Inspo by Nail, she just did a candy cane nail. And she used like one of the white colors with pink glitters. And then she made the candy cane. And you could see the pink glitter. I just think this color in particular just doesn't have a lot of glitter in it. Or at least dark glitter. Glitter enough to see. Okay, guys, we are almost done. So remember when I mentioned I'd gotten a couple things from Blank de Blue and I had said how their tones of gel polish were really like colors I've never seen? So I bought a couple just to see because I really liked the look. I've been on the hunt for the most like a blue toned blurply purple lavender color. She my girl right here. This is my girl. She's so pretty. So this is from, what collection? What are you? Blank de Blue. Blank de Blue, either, what color is this? One of them's from the Tone and Manner collection, 144. I don't think so. I think this one's from Allegra. Yeah, this is from the Allegri collection. So they come out with a bunch. If you guys go on It's Amazing Nails and look up Blank de Blue, you will see every possible color you could imagine. But see, they're just like regular gel polishes, like nothing crazy. It's a very smooth, lighter formula. But this cool tone purple is beautiful. Let me, I do have one more clear swatch. Let me just show you how this lays down. Like, it's just nice. It's just a really pretty formula. So you can almost get one coat coverage. And it's so nice and smooth. I just really love, for me, it's more the color. This beautiful blurply purple. Like, I'm obsessed with the tones of their polishes. Like, in my mind, I always have these colors in my mind that I want. And I can never find them. I always have to, like, mix my own. But this is like the blurple lavender of my dreams. It's just the perfect blue tone purple. It's perfect. I love it. So highly recommend trying this brand and just taking a look at their colors because they just have so many tones of purple, bright purples, neon purples, dark purples, lavenders, soft tone, very light purples, like beautiful tones. And then I also grabbed this one. This one is actually from the Tone and Manner collection. So what color is this? This is 171. And this is just a nice kind of like pinky gray. It's a papal. It's like a pink, gray, purple. But once again, I don't have any colors like this. I know it looks gray, but it's not. It's actually more of like pink toned. It's a little more pinky than it looks on camera. But this is just like a really pretty, like very light pink with a little bit of like gray, a little bit of purple. Let me see. See, See how it's a little more pinky? It's a little more like a soft pink. Like, where do you find like a color like this? Like, I have the hardest time finding colors like this that are just nice and cool toned. I love this color. Let me show you the swatch. So here's the purple with 2 swatches. How pretty is that? Like, it's bright, but it's not neon. It's cool toned. It's like the perfect cool tone purple. And then here's like this kind of like pinky gray purple. Like, I love this tone, especially for my skin tone. This pops, and I just don't have nothing like these colors, and I am obsessed, and I'm going to buy more because now this is a very nice like bright red, but I want to try their bright red because they have one, and it's on my list to buy after Christmas with my gift cards. But this is nice. This is Madame Glam True Fire Brick Red. And I really do like this color too. This is a nice bright red. Okay, so one more things to show you guys. One more little things. This is my little order from Zillabeau for their Black Friday sale. This is from the brand The Fauve. Fave. Not really sure. But they come in these really cool bottles. I've showed you guys these before. So I grabbed a few. These are all from one collection. And then this is from their glitter collection where they had a few different like glitter top coats. And then these ones are from their POMB collection. So I just grabbed the pink, the blue, and the red. Now, one thing about these, they are not as bright as I was hoping, particularly the red. Like, I wanted a glittery, so these are just glitter gel polishes. I wanted like, you know, something like that, like something very glittery. And it is, it's glittery, but it's a lighter toned red. Like when you see it, you'll be like, oh, wow, that's pretty. But it's just, it shears out. Like, where are my swatches for this? This is what I mean. This is the red once it's done. Like, it's pretty, but what I was looking for was something a little more brighter. And this is more, I would say, like tomato red. Like, it's just a little lighter than what I was hoping for Christmas nails in particular. But I think it will be pretty for like Valentine's Day. But they are really pretty though. There is a lot of glitter in there. It is more of a jelly formula or a syrupy jelly kind of formula. So it's a little bit thinner. It's definitely more like a syrup gel in glitter form. So if you're looking for something like that, these would be beautiful to layer. If you look down here at the end, you can see how it's more like a jelly type of polish. So it is definitely a little bit sheer and you will get that jelly effect, which is probably what makes it a little lighter than what I wanted. But they are like really pretty. Like, look at that sparkle. Like, that is really, really going off. Look at all that glitter. Very pretty. These are very, very pretty. And I'm very happy to have them. It's just this color, like this red in the middle, is more what you get. And I just thought it was just going to be a little bit brighter. But I love the bottles. The formulas are beautiful for a jelly formula. They're very, very beautiful. The pink, I was happy with. I really like this pink. Look at this pretty bottle. Like, the bottles, you just can't beat that. So you just pull this off. And then here's your actual lid. But this is a very pretty jelly baby pink sparkly goodness. Oh, got a little bit of a mess on the brush. But see, when you look down here, you can see it can be sheer. But you can build it up. You'll definitely get that color payoff if you do like a couple coats. But isn't this like just a really pretty baby pink? I was happy with this color. And the glitter is just really beautiful. So like I said, this is the POMB collection. And they had a bunch of colors. I just grabbed a few. See? Very jelly. But over here, you can kind of see what you'd get with 2 coats. Oops. So this is color C01, GC01. Glitter collection number 1. And this is number 8. I love like that you can see the color at the top. So here we just have like a baby blue. Don't fall. Look how pretty. This is beautiful. I really like this color because look at that blue glitter. I really think that like sparkly, that blue kind of flake or glitter in there is such a special color. And it makes this a little more special. Look at that. Like if you were turning your nails in light. Ooh, I have to use these. I forgot I even had these, but I got to use these for like winter nails because this is really pretty. Okay, let me show you the swatches for those. I lost them already. I just had them right in front of my face. Okay, so right here. Here is the red. Sorry, there's the red again. Just like more of like a light tomatoey red. And then here's the pretty baby pink. And then here's the blue. See, the blue just has something different with the glitter. That blue glitter, I just think makes this a little more special. So I really like the blue, then the pink, then the red. All right, one more thing to show you guys. The glitter. So they had a couple different colors, I think like 4. And this is a glitter top coat collection. So they had like different colors. Like the glitter in the top coat was either like a pink, a blue, and then they had like just a regular like white rainbow glitter. So I grabbed the first one, number 1. And this one had like pinky glitter. It's a very light top coat. It's not overloaded with glitter. It's very subtle. But see, so there's just like pink and purple little glitters in there. But how gorgeous. Like over black, you can see like just from the brush. And then look at over here over like a white base, how different the effect would be. But I didn't have anything like this. I don't have any top coats with this kind of color in it with like, it's going to goop on me. With like this pinky purpley glitter in it. I don't have anything like this. So that's why I picked this one. Like I said, it's very, very subtle because the glitters are a little smaller. But how pretty is that? That'd be pretty over anything. I might get a couple more of these. And that one I just swatched kind of by itself over here. It's really hard to see because it is a little bit subtle. But see, you can see. You can see the little glitters in there. Just give you a little flash of glitter. So this would be great if you just want a very subtle top coat with just like a little bit of like this. And this color glitter is so pretty. It's like purple. Purple and pink. Very pretty. All right, guys. So I know that was a lot of gel polishes. Usually I don't try to do so many pop gels, but we had a lot to look at. We had collections. We had 3 different collections. The Dazzling, this collection. We had the Doy Snow glitters, the little chains, the films. We had a lot to look at today, but still kept it to around an hour. Proud of myself. Okay, guys, so the next video will be Shein AliExpress haul. I already have things here, and I'm having another order come, I think, the day after Christmas. So because I'm on vacation, you'll probably get that video early, maybe in a week. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. Happy holidays to everybody if you celebrate. I hope you have a nice time, good time with your families. I know this time of year can be hard for people, but I hope you can find something fun to do or just have fun by yourself. Paint your nails, read a book, do something for you. And I will see you guys in my next one. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment, a like, subscribe if you're not, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.